Zoom F2, I just got it, and I normally have been using the Zoom H1n. I've heard some great things about this. Basically allows you to record at any level, and you can change the audio up in post to be able to sound great. Currently, what you're hearing me on is the Rode Video Micro, and normally I shoot my videos with that. I have it just about 6 inches away from my mouth, so you can hear pretty good. I think this will be similar, if not a little bit better, I hope. The nice thing will be just be able to move around and not have to worry so much about the audio changing up if I change scenes or anything like that. And it'll be nice for doing wedding videos. I'm gonna unbox it, let you see what's all inside, as well as my thoughts, and I'll change over the audio once I unbox it and start using it. So in my opinion of the issue of the quality of the materials not being quite there and not being good enough for the price, I think it's there. I think it's fine for the price. Would I prefer some higher quality materials, you know, metal encasing, entirely encased in metal for an extra 50, 100 bucks? $100, probably not. I would probably still get this, but for 50 bucks, yeah, I probably would go with the upgraded model. Overall, as I've been hearing it a little bit, I've been listening to some of the recordings that I've been putting onto the computer, I think it sounds really nice. I like the ability to change the audio from very low to very high, and you're not losing any of the quality. It's very nice to have this raw type of audio coming out of this small little device. I can see myself enjoying using it, especially for wedding and other types of business videos. You know, I'd recommend getting it if you're looking for something that you don't have to really put too much time and attention into worrying about the audio levels. If you're like me, you want to be able to just put that on there and not worry about, put it on whoever that you're recording, and know that you're going to be getting good enough audio. And that's essentially what this is going to do for you. Also, people have talked about having issues in the connection port where if it gets moved a little bit here and there, then the audio gets cut out, and it had issues. They've updated that. They don't have issues with that anymore. If you got an old, outdated model, you can reach out to customer service, get that fixed. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with it, of moving this back and forth. If you have it on your belt buckle or whatever and it gets moved, then the audio cut in and out slightly, and it had some issues, but yeah, there's no more issues with it, so you don't have to worry about that. The weird thing about this, and it is an annoyance, I don't know why Zoom couldn't have added a feature, it's to be able to just format the micro SD inside of the device itself. But basically what you have to do is you have to put the micro SD card inside of it, which I've already done, and then you have to connect it via USB-C right here into the top here, and then plug it into either your Mac or your PC. And you have to download a software. You go onto Zoom, I believe zoom.com, but I'll put a link in the description of where to go. And you download the software for the Zoom F2, download it, and through that is how you can format it. And I'll show you on here how to do that. It works fine. And truly, once you format it, it's not a big deal. Then you can just forget about it. It's stupid that you have to go into a program on your computer to be able to format it, as I've had devices that are 5, 6, 7 years old that you can put in the micro SD card and format it on the device itself. The Zoom H1n does that. So I don't know why it's, you know, more hip and new younger brother can't do that as well. One of those things, it's an annoyance that they should have just added, but you know, if it really works great, then it's okay. So I don't have it connected yet, and I don't have the device on, so I'm about to turn on the device and plug it into the computer. There we go, F2 connected, perfect. So it sees what it is, and now we can click on the factory reset. I'm gonna do that. This will reset all settings. Sounds good. I feel like that's a nice, good, smart thing to do when you're barely getting a new device, just to make sure. And now I'm gonna do the SD card format. Yes. Format it. So it takes a decent little amount of time. All right, I believe that's it. So now I've got this. I believe the SD card is properly formatted. I'm gonna start recording with it and see if it records properly and see how it sounds. Okay, I've got the microphone hooked up right here. It's directly underneath the shirt right there. So I'm gonna do it on both sides just to see how it sounds, if it sounds any different. Got the input going in, putting it in, screwing this down. Everything is currently going, I believe. I'm going to switch it to the hold position so I don't accidentally press anything. That's handy, especially for weddings and stuff like that. If I'm gonna be putting this on the groom or anything like that, it'll be nice to be able to ensure that no one accidentally turns it off, because that would be terrible. I will go between the Rode Video Micro and this so you can hear the difference in sound quality and what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. I'm also going to remain silent for a small little portion here so you can hear the sound floor and what does it sound like just with nothing going on. Hopefully this sounds better than the Rode Video Micro, but we'll see. So you tell me, what sounds better? I don't know yet until I upload this, but I hope that the F2, the Zoom F2, sounds better than the Rode Video Micro. If it doesn't, that's okay, because the main thing about this is the fact that I can move away from the camera and still get good, clean audio. Let me, for example, show you what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to come all the way back over here. Hey, there you go. You can still sound pretty good on here, I hope, compared to the Rode Micro, because it's so far away now. It'll still sound good on there, but this will sound better. Now I'm going to do a comparison between the Zoom H1n audio and the Zoom F2 audio to see the sound levels as well as the difference in audio quality and what you think and what I think, because I haven't heard it yet as well. There we go, we're going good. And I'll put this right underneath my shirt as well, just to see how things sound. The audio of the Zoom H1n versus the audio of the Zoom F2. And what sounds better? I'm going to try and levelize, if that makes sense, the two audio sources to make sure that they sound kind of on par with each other, and then which one sounds cleaner, which one sounds better. Yeah, so I'm going to be quiet right now so that you can hear the sound floor as well. You tell me, what sounds better? Let me know in the comments what you think. I don't know yet, because I am going to be editing this video, and I'll let you know in the comments right now. I'm excited. I hope it was a worthwhile investment. If not, well, Amazon, you can toss it right on back, but I think it'll be worth it, especially with weddings and whatnot, even if I don't use it, because I won't have to worry about the levels so much. Whereas in this situation, the Zoom H1n might sound just as good if I properly set the levels, and I know that there's not going to be people talking around me and different stuff like that, unless I have some crazy neighbors who, you know, you never know with crazy neighbors, right? I'll see you in the next video.